Hey, how's it going, non-existent YouTube fans? Welcome to Prison Architect. This is a game unlike any other game I've played on this channel before, because most of the games I've played on here have been multiplayer games or story-driven games. And this is a simulator. In case you haven't heard of it, this is a game where you have to build and manage your own prison. It's difficult, but fun, in my opinion. And when it was in beta, I've been playing this on and off since it was released for early access. I don't know if it's still in beta, but since, I played it last time, it was very beta. A lot of weird shit happened. It seems to be a lot better now, which I'm kind of sad about because the weird shit was pretty funny. But the reason I'm recording this is, if you've been following my channel, you've noticed I haven't uploaded anything in a long time, and I haven't really explained why. I recorded a vlog about it, like an actual vlog with a camera recording me. It was horrible because I used my fucking laptop webcam and shit, and so I deleted it. And I didn't want to do another, apology video, because I've done way too many of those. Way too fucking many. I was like, well, I was gonna do Prison Architect for the apology video because it seems like a good game to do that, and I was just playing it, and I realized I could actually, possibly do a series out of it, and it would be a good game where I could explain what was happening while just doing the series. So I already have all the settings for my thing set up. I did that before recording. So now that I'm done explaining bullshit that doesn't really need to be explained, let's start the game. Alright. All those buildings are kind of in a bad spot. So, if you guys... The reason I haven't been uploading recently is because my Mac, my MacBook Pro that I do all my editing on, hardcore broke, and I had to reset it to complete factory settings recently, which means I lost everything. Sadly, that means Bastion is gone. My Bastion series I've been doing, I lost about 5 hours of footage. So I'm probably not gonna record any more of it because there's 5 hours of footage just gone, and I'm very upset about it. But what are you gonna do? But in case you, some of you don't really follow Macs that much, they updated from OS X Mavericks to OS X Yosemite recently, and that is, in fact, the cause of my computer dying. I updated it to Yosemite, and during the update there was an error that apparently is a very frequent one. I'm sorry, one sec. I'm very OCD about this game. So, that's 12, and that's 12. Alright, so it doesn't look it, but it seems to be centered. I am very OCD about this game, and it's caused me problems quite a few times. But, like I was saying, there's this weird glitch apparently that happens with OS X Mavericks, or that happened with Mavericks, and apparently happened again during the update for Yosemite, where during the update the installer would for some reason think that your hard drive was corrupted when it was not, and that's what happened to me. And being an idiot I didn't have any backups because my external hard drive was full of, college things, so I didn't back up my laptop at all. And instead of just, getting rid of the drivers that were... getting rid of the, the driver that was running the install, I instead was like, well, the best option here would be just to erase my hard drive. I don't know if getting rid of the drivers would have fixed... or getting rid of the driver... That doesn't sound right, drivers. Getting rid of the hard disk that was causing the installer to activate upon startup might not have fixed something. It might have made it worse. I don't know. But I was afraid that it might, so I didn't want to do it. That might be too big, but whatever. Let's make that a holding cell. That'll work. And then this will be, that'll be like the all-purpose area, and I will make this, let's make it 50 again. That'll be the yard. All right. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, I didn't think that there was a chance that getting rid of those hard disks would fix anything, so I just erased my entire hard drive and reset everything to factory settings. So I've spent the last however long it's been since I last uploaded recovering everything that I could. Costume Quest was recoverable, luckily. The sad part about it is that because this happened, I wasn't able to finish Costume Quest by the end of Halloween, which I wanted to, but I can still play it. I still have the files for that, so there is going to be more. Bastion, like I said, is gone, and I might not ever get that back. No, I'll cancel that for now. But yeah, that's why there hasn't been any uploads, because my Mac, which I use for editing, because I use Final Cut Pro, which is a Mac-only program, I was unable to do anything. I was unable to edit my videos. I could still record, but I couldn't edit anything, so nothing could come up anyway. So that explains that. Also, I actually got everything fixed, like, 2 weeks ago, and was going to upload and, like, record some more stuff and get back into, like, doing everything, but I was really busy working the play Cabaret at my SCC, at my college SCC, where I go, Scottsdale Community College, in case you don't know what that means. So I was really busy working that and was tired all the time. In fact, the only reason I sound so awake right now is because I have a 32-ounce fucking cup of coffee next to me that I am drinking slowly. I tell myself, I'm tweaking hardcore. Call for help. Anyway, and on top of that, I thought, well, the recording, my new setup is kind of wonky, and I don't have anything, like, it's kind of uncomfortable to record because my headphone cord's a bit short. So I was going to wait and just stay on the little hiatus, recovering more shit that I didn't necessarily need to record but wanted, while I waited so I could get a better mic and a set of wireless headphones. However, then I found out about a game that's coming out. Well, to be fair, it came out today, and I'm recording it later, but when I found out about it, I found out it was coming out soon. And I'm not getting my good mic until sometime in December, most likely around Christmas time, but I'm not gonna get it till December. And this game comes out this month, obviously, because it came out, and I recorded it now. But this game, I saw it, and I was like, oh shit, I've been waiting for this for a long time. So, looks like I'm gonna have to suck it up and record. The good thing is, I have a pair of wireless headphones that I got from my Coke Rewards, of all fucking places. But I have a set of wireless headphones, so I can record without having to be, like, hunched over and, like, straining my neck to be able to see the TV, but not, like, pull the headphones out of my speakers and stuff. So, that's fine. So yeah, that's why I'm recording now, and why I haven't been uploading very much recently. God, everything's going so slow. I'm gonna speed it up. I usually play the game at about this speed anyway. I should probably be setting up plans while they're doing this. So if this is the cell block, then hopefully I did the math right. think it's 7, isn't it? Is the normal size of my cell. So the way this game works, you have these rooms, and these rooms are set up where, like, you want stuff to be. Like, I am going to build a brick wall all the way down here, which is why I put the door there before, the large jail door, which will go, I'll set it up down here instead of in the middle, so it's farther away from the exit. Because I've had problems where, like, the prisoners have rioted and broken this door and just ran out. I could probably set this up better, but I just haven't done it because this is just what I'm used to. But this is going to be my holding cell. See, now I went to the rooms and set that up. Now that's the holding cell. Once I have, you see here, room requirements, at least 5 by 5, enclosed by walls and doors, indoors toilet. It has to have at least 1 toilet and 1 bench. So it's not surrounded yet because I have not built this wall, which will be built now. Rooms. This room here is going to be visitation. This is where the families are going to come to visit their incarcerated hoodlums. I mean children. Sorry, a little Freudian slip there. I'm going to put a staff door here because this is a staff-only section. This here. And I'm going to flip this around and put a staff door there, and a staff door there. And I'm going to then also, autosave, I think, build a wall there. Alright. Now, in rooms here, if you go to cell, it says it has to be at least 2 by 3. I don't like those numbers, because it's not even, and I'm OCD when it comes to this shit. 3, 4, 5. So I make all the cells 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, because I don't pay attention to numbers and I'm bad at math, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I literally have to go silent every time I want to count out the squares. It's kind of sad. 3, 4, 5, fuck me. I don't always have enough space. Like, I might have to extend this cell block a bit longer to make it so I can have every cell be 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, see, this one's only 2. So this one will need to be, let's get rid of that, 3, 4, 5, wall there. So I will have to make this. This is why I do planning first, because this shit wrecks my face in the end, because I'm so fucking obsessed with making it fucking perfect and symmetrical, and I hate it, and if it's not, it just bugs me, and but so yeah, know that I'm gonna change the plans for that to that. There, perfect. Now here's another problem, however. 7 is correct. 7? No, 7. Now I'm gonna have to make it 1 wider as well. See, this is usually my downfall in this game, is the cell blocks. Because of the way I do them, they end up being too big. And it ends up causing problems. There. Perfect. Now I'm going to extend this. It was 50, I believe. Wasn't it? No, it was like 23. 21, I was close. So, let's make this 21. And that's fine, because I'll have to expand on that staff area eventually, but not yet. Alright. I have 8 prisoners arriving in 9 hours, so I need to first make everything work. So objects, you need a toilet, so let's put a toilet. Let's put it right here in this little corner, because that's closest to where the water pump will be. And then the bench, we will put a bench here and a bench here. Oh look, it fits perfectly. It's almost like I planned it. I totally did. Let's put put it here, make sure the family always sits on the 3 side, so let's make sure that the prisoner is facing the cell. Let's set up another 3, because I'm probably gonna have a lot of prisoners in this holding cell. How many spaces are between those? Fuck. It would need to be there, wouldn't it? It would. Ball sacks. Let's delete those. There we are. Alright. That works fine. It looks good. Symmetry. Now I need to go to utilities. Oh, that's very quiet. I like it. Alright. Probably gonna make that smaller in that case. That room anyway. This is always my electric room, but I only ever put capacitors and shit in it, so I'll probably cut it off there and build the water pump. I'll just build them in the same room. That'll be fine. I'll put that right next to it. Yeah, that looks good. And then once that's set up, autosave. Alright. Once that's set up, I can start. Alright, that's all set up, so it's powered because it's right next to the fucking thing. But just for looks, I'll put that there. Now with this, I can literally pump from any side. I can put pipes. Now it says right here, distributes a large amount of water around your prison, probably big enough for someone to crawl to freedom through 500 years of shit-smelling foulness. That is a reference. But what that means is they can climb through the big pipes. So, in theory, this should stop them, because they cannot crawl through these tiny pipes to get to the big pipes. That's not true. So, literally, other than, like, how the water flows, I don't know if it even matters what pipes you put where. But, yeah, so this is how I usually do it, just because it seems realistic, even though this isn't a realistic game. But, come on, come on. Build your stuff. I'm also going to take a capacitor, or no, electrical cable, not capacitor. I'm going to take an electrical cable into here and bring it down to here to spread light to these rooms. And I will do the same down to here and over to here. I will probably end up resizing this room and making it a couple of offices, but whatever. Alright, so I took a grant earlier, which gave me 30,000 gold to be, or $30,000 to be able to make all of these things. So I have a holding cell. And visitation was apparently not on here. I thought it was, but it wasn't. And I have like an hour to make all this happen, so that's not gonna happen. But now the problem is my holding cell's up here, but I didn't think this through. My shower was going to be down here, because my cell was going to be connected here to the holding cell. So I'm going to have to get some money. Let's do education reform. It's something that gives me a lot. That gives me a lot. So let's do that one. And I am going to have to start building this. It's going to take up a lot of money. I did not think this through financially. It was a problem, and I'm probably going to do bad this game, but I will find a way through, goddammit. Pardon my French. But that'll be built. So I need to hire 2 guards, so I will do that. I will hire Boink and Boink, and I don't need a cook yet, but I will hire 2 more workers, so I have an even 10 to do my dirty work. That's good coffee. Yeah, with this game, once you like get into having prisoners, like I have 8 right now. They've apparently arrived. See, there they are. There's all 8 of them. Let's see who I have, because you can actually like people can actually create their own prisoners and send them in. So I have. Let's just go to my reports here. Go to prisoners and look through them. So I have Beswick. How do I? Can I not like, read about them anymore. There we are. All right. Gareth Beswick, normal security prisoner, sentenced for 2 years for possession. Family, a 70-year-old mother. Previously, though, he's been served for possession for 5 years, violent disorder for 3 years, kidnapping for 6 years, and he's pleaded guilty to all of them. False imprisonment for 9 years, not guilty, and possession now is what he's on. Sean Newell. He was sentenced to 23 years for multiple crimes, including aggravated burglary and armed robbery. He has a 60-year-old mother. So he served 7 years for car theft, and the others is what he's here for now. Scott Darley, sentenced to 7 years for assault. Family, ex-wife 37, probably the one he assaulted, to be honest, and a 16-year-old daughter. He's been served for rioting. He's going to be a problem. Violent disorder and assault. Character. This prisoner can... This is a new thing. I haven't noticed this before. This prisoner can withstand a lot more punishment in a fight. He can also sometimes withstand being hit by a taser. Oh, no. Activity. 2 hours in your prison. Lockdown. Mood normal. Alright. Grading. So he can actually grade my prison. That's pretty cool. Alright. Let's look at these guys' character. Nothing. Awesome. Sean Newell's a noob. You? Nothing. Okay. Let's look at these other scumbags. Andrew White. Andrew once owned the biggest drug... This is one created by a person. Andrew Rainmaker White. Andrew once owned the biggest drug smuggling You forgot a word there. I think you mean drug smuggling ring or drug smuggling corporation. Anyway, Andrew once owned... I cannot read today. Andrew once owned the biggest drug smuggling ring in North America. His empire stretched across from Canada to Brazil. After a 25-long-year investigation, he is being sentenced to death for drug smuggling, drug trafficking, money laundering, and war crimes. Sentenced to 6 years for multiple crimes, including assault and violent disorder. So he wasn't actually sentenced to death. He was sentenced for 6 years. And none of which were for drugs. Character. Stoical? The prisoner will not become suppressed when locked in solitary. He really doesn't care. Also, solitary isn't a punishment for him, essentially. Was that this guy? Yeah. Tim Smith. Sentenced to 20 years for arson. Damn, 20 years. He's going to be here for a while. Oh, no, I wanted to read his character. Nothing. Alright, whatever. Evelina Unilina Willison. Evelina was born with a wild imagination because of her well-known disease called porphyria. She thought she had her very own unicorn. When people tried to explain to her that there was no such thing as unicorns, she would attempt to murder them. Sentenced to 3 years for multiple crimes including violent disorder and assaulting an officer. Alright. Character. No. What are you? You're definitely a custom person. Matthew the Geek Levesky. Being a game warden, Matt decided to bend the rules and went on a murdering spree of his fellow game wardens and his wife, sentenced to 5 years for carjacking. None of that, just carjacking. Alright, character. Nothing. Good to know. Alright, let's go back to, now that we've read all of those. That was probably boring, I apologize. I think they're interesting, and a lot of them are pretty comical. The security guards are going to drag them to the holding cells. Oh, there's another guy here, Clem Epscamp. No one thought that a tree could take the lives of so many people. While no one was looking, he would slice the victim and leave them to bleed. He was uprooted, taken to court, and sent to prison for mass murder. Someone helped him. Sentenced to 12 years for trafficking. So, this guy's apparently a tree, and he killed some people. See what I mean by them being interesting? To say the least. I said this was going to be the yard. Didn't I say that? If that's going to be the yard, I would like to make it the same size as the cell. And that's going to cost me a lot of money to make. With what I normally make yards out of is a perimeter wall, which is $200 a square foot or a yard. I don't know how it's measured. but it's the most secure wall you can build shit with. And I believe it's only usable in outdoor spaces. I normally use that, but it's very expensive, and the last few times I played, I ended up replacing it in the end with, just concrete anyway, so I could actually get to a place. Like, because you can't build piping underneath it, which is why it's so damn secure. Alright, I have to build a wall there. A brick wall. Not a concrete, that's what I replaced it with, and let's do that. Rebuild that shit. Well, hopefully I canceled that door building thing because it was going to get blocked in anyway. Yeah, that's one glitch about this game. If you set them to build a door, and then you build a wall afterwards, the wall gets built around the door, and then even if the door opens, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to dump the large door. I have one still. I'm going to actually place the door there. Come on, workers. Materials. Brick wall. Nothing was built there, so build it. Build it fast. There. Alright. Cool. Now they just have to build that fucking wall and this wall too, I believe. Right? Is that, yeah, that's all set up. Build it. I need to build these walls quick. Alright, now I need to materials, brick wall, this right now, and I need to go to objects, large jail door, and I will put one once they're done building the wall, probably right about there, I'd think. Yeah, let's do it right there, and let's put another one. How many was that away? 3, it looks like, so let's do boom, 3 right there. Right? Oh, correct? Yeah, that's 3. So now these have 2 ways to get here. I need to go to utilities and shed some light on this situation. Let's go about, let's just go all the way with this one. Why not? Let's go down to here and over to here. See, I'm like hemorrhaging money, as you can see, with my 1,400 out of however much I had. Alright, get rid of that one. Alright, so that place is all going to have power. I only have 8,400, whatever do we want to say. But I need to plan out the yard, or not the yard, the shower. So I'll set this up as the shower, I guess. That's very close to the water pump, which I'm fine with. Let's set it up to be 10 by 20, a big shower. This whole area will probably end up being a kitchen and canteen. Kind of.